So I have a bit of confession to make, and that is that I'm a closet numbers geek. I love looking at statistics. I love digging into the numbers. It's just something that I like to do. And it tends to be some of the most profitable time that I spend. Some of the most important time I spend in my business is the time I spend going over the numbers, going over the stats. And here's a stat that will change your business if you really take this to heart. And some people who are just starting out don't realize this. If you've been in business for a while, you know this, but it is 15 times, this is from my experience, my numbers over the last, 20 plus years in business. It is 15 times easier to make the second sale to your clients than it is to make the first sale. And that is, the critical part about that is you have to be looking to make that second sale. It's the most important sale for you. It's that second sale that you make to your clients. In the long run, to have a real business, you can't just be a one and done person. You can't just be making one sale to your clients. Because what happens is, as the world gets more competitive, as it gets more expensive to drive leads, as paid traffic gets more expensive, as there's more noise in the market, it's going to cost more to generate a new client. And 10 years ago, when there was less competition, it was easier to drive those first clients. And you could make a living just selling to someone once and being done with it. But increasingly, that's not really the case. You need to have a back-end product. You need to have a second sale. And that you can often double your business if you just add in a back end. And so if you're in this, like the business I'm in, the wisdom business, the knowledge business, the experts business, it tends to be really easy to add that back end. There's a lot of work involved, but in coming up with that offer, people that buy from you, a certain percentage of them are going to be happy to buy from you, probably at a higher price. We'll talk about that in a minute. Probably at a higher price, because they're looking to pay for either mastery or convenience or speed or a closer connection to you. And that's what you're going to deliver in your back end generally. And in terms of pricing, the rule of thumb is that people will generally, whatever price you charge for your initial product, 20% of your buyers will pay 5 times whatever that cost is for the second offer, for a higher level of connection, for a higher level of mastery, for speed, for convenience. So if your product is $100, probably 20% of your buyers would be willing to pay you $500. If your offer is for $1,000, 20% of your people would pay $5,000. If your offer is for $2,000, 20% of your people would pay $10,000. Now, they're not going to pay $10,000 for the exact same experience. You're building something up that delivers a greater experience, that delivers a higher level experience, that delivers more intimacy, that delivers mastery. Now, it isn't like you have to create 5 times as much content. That's not what it's about. People aren't looking, especially the people that are looking to pay at that level and are paying for that speed, that convenience, that mastery. They're not looking for 5 times more stuff. They're looking for a 5 times deeper and stronger connection. So for me, my primary product is Product Launch Formula. And since I started publishing Product Launch Formula in 2005, a big part of my brand is that I give you everything you need to succeed. I don't hold stuff back. It's not like I take the course and then I eliminate certain chunks of it and you have to buy something else for me to get it. It's never been my brand. My brand's give you everything. I mean, it's a $2,000 course. From the beginning, I don't want to have an upsell. I've never had an upsell, never once. And maybe some marketing gurus, I wouldn't admit that, but I've just felt like when you pay me $2,000 for something, I'm not going to instantly hit you with an upsell. I'm just going to give you amazingness. However, once people get into the program, eventually they'll get an offer for my launch club, which follows that 5 times rule. You can do the math. And we work with people far closer. They get coaching, and we go a lot deeper. And it's just ongoing support. And it's been a wildly successful, for my business, it's been wildly successful. For the people in Launch Club, it's been wildly successful. And it's added a huge chunk to my business. And it makes the business more robust. And it also means that I can spend more money on a lead. I can spend more money on a lead for Product Launch Formula because I know a chunk of the people that go through Product Launch Formula are going to end up getting Launch Club. It changes the math in the business. And that's what a back end will do for you. That's what the second sale will do for you, is it changes the math for your business. It gives you a more robust, more secure business when you can do that. So remember, really, you want to serve the people that buy from you the first time. You absolutely want to serve them, because if you don't serve them well, you're not going to make the second sale. But the reality is that first sale, I mean, you're in business to make that first sale so that you can make the follow-up sale. And that will completely change your business. And if you want a long-term, robust business that is going to stand up to competition, you really need to be serving people at that higher level that you're going to serve them with for that second sale. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching this, scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.